Welcome to Polymarket Prof. I'm Professor Benjamin Smart, and this is an experiment in profiting from the wisdom of the crowds, or rather from mispricings in the wisdom of the crowds. If you're interested in this content, if you're interested in looking at trades you can find on Polymarket, please follow us at Polymarket Prof on YouTube, like, subscribe, and share. So first of all, let's just have a look at the way the system works. So Polymarket works on a system of contracts in future events. So the general idea is that there will be a description of an event that will or will not occur, and you buy shares or contracts in either saying yes, that the event will occur, or no, that the event will not occur. So let's have a look at this one. The Strait of Hormuz traffic returns to normal by end of April. So as of today's date, which is 20th of April, the US are in a sort of war with Iran, special military operation, or whatever they're calling it. As a result, Iran have closed off the Strait of Hormuz, which has enormous impact on oil prices. So this contract says the Strait of Hormuz traffic returns to normal by end of April. Okay, and it says here, specified date, April 30th, that's when this market will resolve. You could buy shares for 29 cents. So if on the 30th of April, the Strait of Hormuz traffic has returned to normal, then if you bought if before then rather, it has returned to normal, then that 29 cents will be turned into $1. You'll be paid out $1 for every 29 cents that you invested. If by the 30th of April, the Strait of Hormuz traffic has not returned to normal, then it will resolve no, and you will lose all that money you bet on the yes contracts. Now, obviously, it's important to check out the rules precisely. So it says here that this market will resolve yes if IMF Port Watch publishes a 7-day moving average of transit calls for the Strait of Hormuz equal to above 60 for any day between market creation and April 30th, 2026. Now, this is quite interesting because actually, prior to the strait being closed, the average kind of traffic was 100 to 120 ships. So this is well below that, but they're looking for a 7-day moving average, which is also interesting because if you had 1 or 2 days where no ships pass through, that's going to significantly affect the 7-day moving average. But in any case, point is, you buy your shares for 29 cents. If the moving average has gone to 60 before the end of April, they'll pay you out $1. Second important thing to note is that this price is constantly changing, as you can see in this chart. So, not so long ago, you could have bought yes for 9% on April 5th. You could have bought yes for 9%. Those shares are now worth 29 cents. 9 cents to 20. So 9% is a 9% probability, which translates to 9 cents in the share price. So currently 29 cents or 29% probability. You could sell those shares if you bought them on April the 5th for 29 cents and make a very nice profit. That's over a 200% profit in 2 weeks. So from an investing perspective, that's obviously completely insane returns. And if you were in a position to guess that, traffic returning to normal by the end of April, the probability of that significantly increases in over a 2-week period, then you could have profited very nicely from that position. I don't particularly like this bet right now, in part because I already bought it at a cheap price. So let's look at something else. I want to look at the Republican primaries. Republican primary. Okay, let's have a look at this. Republican presidential nominee. There we go. Okay, so I quite like here. Let's have a look at this. So we've got J.D. Vance in first place, right? That he's the most likely, 39.2% chance of being appointed Republican nominee, presidential nominee in 2028. That's great. Marco Rubio, 21.5 cents. He's Secretary of State. Tucker Carlson, he's a TV host, 4.4. Ron DeSantis. Ron DeSantis is a quite serious politician who's got a lot of institutional backing, and 2.7 cents seems very cheap. Now, if you want a more detailed explanation of why I'm buying this, look at the YouTube channel, the Polymarket Prof YouTube channel. I've just posted a video. I've already bought a little bit of this. I'm going to put the remainder of my portfolio in here. I don't expect this to win. I don't expect this. I don't expect to leave this right all the way until 2028 and collect $222.22, which is what I'd get, because I don't think that Ron DeSantis is going to win this nominee. However, I think 2.7% is too small. I think that he will get through to the last 3 or 4 in the primary debates. And by the time he gets to the last 3, that 2.7% will probably be more like 10%, and I'll triple my money. So we're going to buy yes contracts. And there you see, they've been bought. And then if we go to our portfolio here, then you'll see all the different contracts that we have. I'm going to go through all of these investments over the next few weeks and explain why I think they are sensible and rational, and often they come in pairs. But please join us on those. If you have any ideas for rational, sensible, investment-grade trades, let me know. Put them in the comments below and explain your rationale. And I'll see you on the next one.